You know, Andrea, I'm watching that shot, and of course, we're now looking behind me at right outside the front of our building here on 57th. The roads are still wet, but there is no new rain falling right now in the city. There still could be a couple of showers out there, but I was looking at that shot of Freeport where Jonathan Diaz is, and it's really interesting because what's going to happen is that water is going to start coming up so fast as the tide comes in about 2.5 hours or so, and it's just going to start coming up from the sewers, from the manholes, and across from the storm drains. I live around that area, and I've seen that many times before. I've gone down there and watched the tide comes in off the canal, and then it just backs up onto all those streets, which are approximately near or even below sea level in some of those areas, and the water could end up being 1, 2, even 3 feet deep in some of those areas of saltwater inundation. The residents in that area know it very, very well. A few showers are still around. It's 55 degrees. We have a south wind at 15 miles per hour, and that's not good. The south wind is going to start bringing in a lot of that water from off the ocean as the tide is rolling in. It does not allow the water to drain from low tide last night. All right, so this was the good news here. Parts of New Jersey did not get as much rainfall as earlier expected, and so that helps the situation. These two numbers here are very good. This is a little troublesome, getting a ½ inch of rain, because the flash flood guidance was at approximately a ½ inch of rain, as you could see here. But notice the rainfall amount for parts of the Hudson Valley as well as Connecticut and Long Island. Over an inch, 1.25 inches, and there's a lot of big puddles out there that have to drain on down. So, river and coastal flood warnings, they will continue for today. It will stay blustery today. Right now, the wind's taking a little bit of a break, but it will stay blustery right through the day today, with the temperatures beginning to fall during the afternoon hours. Turns much colder for next week, and snow for Tuesday. That possibility is there, a small possibility for Tuesday afternoon, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Here is the current radar and satellite. There's last night's rain. It's leaving. It's getting out of the way, and that's very, very helpful. Here is the current showery weather that's across New Jersey. It's adding to the totals, but it's not heavy and it's not long-lasting, so that definitely helps our situation here across New Jersey's rivers. They're still above bankful. There's nothing you could do about that. It's going to remain above bankful, and they're going to have to crest again, especially the Passaic River Basin here. But that is good news in terms of the fact that we did not get as much, so maybe the crest will occur a little bit faster, and we'll be able to get it to recede a little bit faster too. Here's the other part that I was talking about. Flooding is now occurring along the Jersey Shore. Those tides are coming up right for the South Shore areas, where Jonathan is right there in Freeport. And unfortunately, the tide is going to keep coming in for the South Shore. As we said, 9:30 approximately, same thing for the Rockaways. And it makes its way out towards the east end of the island, towards around 10 o'clock. Bridgeport, Connecticut, it's there around 12:30 or so. So in other words, the tide will come in around the sound like that. Now we're over to Futurecast, and now we see the rainfall here that is moving on out, and a couple leftover showers in the area at the present time. Then we're in and out of clouds through the afternoon. So it's not a bad afternoon. It just does get very windy, and it does get a little bit drier, fortunately, for the area. And notice here, this is very interesting for Sunday. This is Sunday at 11 o'clock. Now colder air, even colder air, is coming in during the day, and it could set off a line of snow showers. And this weather map showing from about the Hartford area right on down diagonally through Connecticut, through the city, down diagonally through New Jersey, the Jersey Turnpike, and it pushes on through mid-afternoon. So because of that, we're likely to see a chance of at least flurries and maybe even snow showers a little bit later on. And then around 5 o'clock or so in the evening, it starts to clear on out. So our forecast is calling for temperatures that start out in the 50s. It's exceptionally mild outside once again, but you won't feel 50s again for at least the upcoming week. The rain is exiting the area now. It will be blustery, and I would think that we will get gusts up to about 40 miles per hour through the afternoon again, more from a west-southwesterly direction, as you see here. And then as we get on into tonight, these are wake-up feels-like temperatures, wind chill. It's going to feel like it's in the upper teens, mid-teens, to the low 20s across parts of the area, and that is going to make for a very cold start to your Sunday. Sunday afternoon right now, I'm thinking we're right around 40 degrees. It'll be colder, it'll be breezy with a few snow showers showing up during the afternoon, and the wind is still gusting up to about 30. This is what I wanted to show you for Tuesday. This is just one weather map. They're going back and forth, as they usually do when you deal with snowfall. This one's going back and forth, and now it's saying it brought it back. It brought back at least a chance of an inch of snow during Tuesday night and into the Wednesday time frame here. And with that, we can expect anywhere from, well, according to the Euro, maybe 1.5 inches of snow if it all works out. The GFS a little bit less, but these two, as I said, they've been flip-flopping positions for quite some time now, so we're not quite sure. But one thing I am very sure of is that for the rest of the week, temperatures are going to be well below normal. We are getting a cold outbreak that is making its way on down from Canada right on into portions of the United States. I do want to go back for a second here. This well below normal temperature that we have across most of the eastern states is coming from straight out of Canada, straight down. It'll hit Texas, it'll hit Florida. All these folks here that are usually used to warm weather at this time of year are not going to feel it. They'll be bundled up, and so will we. This is just a piece of the cold air that you see here right now. We've got ourselves 50s falling into the 40s by the end of the day. The red alert ends very, very shortly. Tomorrow, about 40 degrees. Monday, it's in the mid-30s for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And then we've got that chance of snow. Even if it's a minor snow, we've got that chance of snow for Tuesday into early Wednesday. And temperatures will remain cold as we go on through the rest of the upcoming week.